Welcome to another edition of Yacht Life Chronicles, where we are better together than separated. I had a friend of mine pull down on me tonight before he go hang out, do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Brought him to the show, man, so he could talk to y'all about cars. He said he gonna come by, catch a little buzz with me. So, can you tell my fans out there your name?
They know who I am, Kareem Shuttlesworth. You know what I mean? One of the car gurus around here in the city. So, a little motivation.
Yeah. What makes you love your cars, man? Cause I see you playing with your cars all the time, man. You always doing something, man. You always building the engine, man. He's building engines. You know what I'm saying?
And then you gotta think I come from that era, bro. Like I said, I was real young. So at the time, I say early '90s. My family members, like my uncles, you know what I mean? Like all my uncles, they had the K5s, the Bronco trucks. So me coming up, seeing that, bro, I was infatuated from the start. You know what I mean? So like, whether it was a Matchbox car, go-kart or whatever, you know what I mean? Back then, they ride 15-inch days, all gold, you know what I mean? Right. I forgot what era that was, where they had a rad top on the back of the Blazers with the little diamonds cutting the windows. Or they had the, you know what I mean? But
that's back in my Dickie later days. My nigga FP and Sturcat there. Bro, you know what I'm saying? DUL.
I was in love with it, bro. I was going to Emerson, drawing that on the paper though. You know what I mean? So I had a love for that from the jump.
Oh, so when you was young, you started
real. I say like 92, 93.
What was your first car?
My first car was I think it was like an 83, 84 Buick Regal, bro. You know what I mean? I bought from T-Row, two-tone. It was a hoopty, but it was. You know, I was just jumping on the course.
Shout out to T-Row. Shout out to T-Row, man. Selling his first car, man.
You're right. Just jumping off the porch, bro.
So what you do to it, man? So how you fixed that one up?
I ain't fixed it up, bro. I rolled the doors off.
You rolled the doors. You know what was the first car you fixed up?
The first car was the 87 Cutlass. 87 Cut, dog. I bought from an old lady for like $1,300. Okay. The old lady bought it from Millie, brung it to me, bro. Cashed her out. At the time, my daddy, a close relative of the family, was working at McDonald's dealership. Gave me a paint job, bro, about $1,500.
Right.
Painted that boy on the weekend. Brought it back. I remember like yesterday, bro. My man was staying on Cooper and Mershide. Remember like yesterday, bro. He called me, your car ready?
Yeah.
Come from down the street. Boy, I hit that corner. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? That baby blue on it. And after that, bro, it was probably like it was a wrap. After that, you know what I mean? After that, I
just ain't never had the time to fix on the old school because it takes so long. You know what I'm saying? I used to see my dudes; they used to have to work on this car for like 2 years, and I'm like, man, y'all might as well just get y'all a new car. You know what I'm saying? And just be able to ride. But
it's a process.
Ain't nothing like them old schools, man. I always been into like them Shelby's. I love the old school Chevys, man. My cousin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chuck Park. You know, used to have the tan box Chevy with the chrome knuckles on it back in the day. Remember that, man?
What year was that?
Remember that was like 90, 89, 90.
Yeah, I don't know
nothing about that era, y'all.
You know
nothing about that era. So he probably jumped off the porch when they was riding what, Hammers at the time?
Yeah, Hammers, bullet holes. Yeah, bro.
Hammers and bullet holes. What was your first pair of rims?
Bullet holes. I think I got them. I forgot where I got them from, bro. They was like at that time, bro. It was like 300, 350 for just a 7.4.
Yeah.
When I came with the bullet holes, bro, I'll never forget. I had a Burple Regal with a white top. Got it from some, I think on M13. Put the bullet holes on it. I thought I was the man.
You ever been to Big Boy Toys out there?
Yeah, that's all I was M13. Yeah, no doubt about it. I ain't never bought nothing, but I used to go and
they be having them classics out there.
No doubt about it, bro.
They definitely be having.
I'm one of them guys, bro. I go window shop because I know, you know what I mean, the type of heart and mentality I got. If I could dream it and I could look at it, I could eventually get it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So how do you put the concept together in your head of what you're gonna do to this car? Like when you look at a car, what's the first thing you say to yourself, we need to do with this? It needs paint, it needs engine, we gotta put tires on here, we gotta go through the floors. You know what I'm saying?
My mindset is like I look at a car like a house. You know what I mean? Without a foundation, you ain't got no house.
Right.
Without no frame, you ain't got no car. So I'm gonna start with the frame first.
Right.
I'm gonna get that all together. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna set that body on there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at the end, the last thing gonna be that roof.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So once you got a foundation, you got this structure, you can do anything with it.
How do you come up with your colors?
My colors, man. Actually, my last car, man, the car I'm about to bring out May 7th, which is my birthday, Cinco de Mayo.
All right.
You know what I mean? 2022. You know what I mean? When I bought the car, I bought it from down in Ohio, Unionville. Been in a heated garage for 20 years, right? So I pulled up, you know what I mean? And I ain't one of the ones that judge a book by its cover, but when I pull up, it's a rich neighborhood. You know what I mean? So when I pull up in a rich neighborhood, I'm like, shit, these matches. So,
Right.
this car got to be something that I really want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my man, he popped the garage. Daddy passed a long time ago. You know what I mean? So I look, lady come out, she owned the stuff. She like, this car been in the heated garage for 20 years. I'm already smiling. You know what I mean? We picked it up in the rain. You know what I mean? So I picked it up. She like, I want 13 grand for it. So I'm like, you know, I'm thinking I got 8.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got 8 for it. So I really tried to really finesse and get, you know what I mean, a little less than that. But she had like one of them sons that I could tell was 40 years old, still, you know, connected to mama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Still getting breastfed. He was like, man, we ain't gonna go no lower than that. You know what I mean? If you don't want it, the lawyer next don't want it. You know what? Don't even say no more. Here go the money. You know what I mean? I got it, man, and it was orange.
Okay.
And I told her, you know what I mean? She was like, make me a promise. I said, what's that? She was like, what she said? She said, make me a promise that you'll keep it orange. You know what I mean? That's my husband's color. I said, you know what? It fit well with me. That's my mama's favorite color.
Right.
So I told her I'll keep it orange, but I'm gonna put my twist on it. I came with the candy one.
And,
You know what I mean?
You know, one thing about that orange is
That orange,
you know,
and it's my mama's favorite color, and it became my second favorite color. Orange, you play with it?
Yeah, I had an 06 Charger. I had Shane on Hamilton. I had him painted tangerine orange.
You old school, bro. You been around for a while.
I've been around in a minute, you know. But ain't nobody like what's on Genesee?
Right now,
they used to put the candy.
Oh, Ben.
Man, the candy that Ben used to put. You still see some of them cars that Ben put together, put candy on. You still see some of them cars nowadays still candy.
Right.
15, 20 years
later. See, I think at that time, bro, I think the only ones that was really doing candy was Ben and Shane on Hamilton. Cause I remember at that time, you said you had some orange up there, Shane. I think T-Roll brother Fred had the orange colors up there too. At that time, you know what I mean? So I seen Shane wear something up, you know what I mean? The Ben, that's history. That's Saginaw, you know what I mean?
So who paint your car?
Man, I got a Mexican from way down in the bottom, man. He came up here, his name Enrique. He speak a little broken English, but I don't think nobody better than him, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
he do your engine work too?
No, I do I go to Andy Wilson Motorsports out in Bay City.
Have you been hands on with any of your cars?
Yeah. But you give me a car and give me 3 days. I'm gonna have that motherfucker, it's gonna look like a fishbone. You know what I mean? It's gonna look like fishbone. I take the whole car apart. And that saved me probably about $3,500.
So you can take the whole engine apart and put it back together?
I take the whole everything apart. You know what I mean? So when I bust it down, you know what I mean, I send the frame over here to my main blend, you know, let him do his thing. I send the body to my Mexican, you know what I mean? I send the motor to Bay City. So it's like a puzzle, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta know what piece you put down and what piece coming after the piece that you just put down. You know what I mean?
How long did it take you, man, to learn how to build an engine, man?
But my first engine I did, about 13 years ago? Yeah, about 13, bro. About 13
What size engine was it?
355. It was a 350 turned into a 355. You know what I mean? Boarded it out, decked it, 30 over. That's actually my red car right now. My 71 Monte Carlo, which the whole city knows about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you see it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got 2 colors, 2 orange colors?
No, I got a 71 Monte Carlo that's red. And then I got the 442, the orange that's about to come out. You gonna see it on the set.
Okay, so we gonna see you at all the car shows then.
Oh yeah. I gotta
How many
get my
car shows you won before?
Man, bro, I just really got into that. You know
You
what I
just really
mean?
got into
A
it,
couple
okay.
guys from around here got me into it. I think within like the last 3 years, bro. So I said I got about 4 trophies at home. Yeah, so I got a couple. You know what I mean?
You ever get down there to Miley, man, to the dragway? To the race behind the dragway?
Nope, not yet, bro.
You gotta check that
I might do that this year though. You know what I mean? You go down there?
Yeah. Put that mug on the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Them boys gonna be trying to bet you everything, but just tell them you just trying to,
Now don't get me wrong. I might not have the fastest car in Saginaw. When you see that month, you know what I mean, sliding up Genesee.
Yeah, clean.
It's gonna be one of the cleanest and prettiest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have any new cars?
Yeah, well, I got a all blacked out Ram truck, but that's just something to pull my drop.
Right.
Car shop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Old school kids, everything old school.
Yeah, so like my newer cars, I don't show the real that. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't want everybody to know
what's
who I
the
am.
difference? What is it that you own? What makes you like old school cars so much versus the newer cars and them engines and the computerized? Because like I said, I was just talking to my homeboy yesterday, and he was saying that he was in Ohio and he left the fob to his key to the car in Saginaw, and the person that he was with, he left it. He was with them. The fob was at their house, so they had to have somebody come get them, come all the way back. You know, it's just a big difference with these computerized cars. Now, you know, then you stopping at the light and you pull your pin, you press it and it go, and I mean it's all this fuel efficient stuff, but is it really fuel efficient?
Compared to back then, you gotta think back then, bro, gas prices probably was only what 75 cents, 50 cents a gallon. You know what I mean? So they didn't really care about that. You know what I mean? And then like a lot of the horsepower was underrated for insurance purposes. You might got a car off the assembly line really pushing 350, but they gon' for insurance purposes they gon' classify that 180.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Right. Like that 350 rocket, bro. I can put a 350 rocket out there in your parking lot that's stopped and burn rubber. Right. You do donuts and just play with it.
Right.
Running off the factory line like that.
Right. So with them engines, the Hellcat? What's the biggest Hellcat engine?
I think what is the Red Eye?
It's the Red Eye.
I think I think we're about 900 horses, something like that, bro. Yeah.
You had a chance. You thinking about getting you one? You don't want no Hellcat engine yet?
Nah. I just got that, you know what I mean? Just something about the old school, man. I just love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just love it. You know what I mean? You can pull up in a new car, you know what I mean? You can pull this 22 off the lot. As soon as you pull off the lot, you know what I mean? The value gonna drop.
Right.
So every year that you got this new car, the value gonna keep on dropping. But I got that old motherfucker that's steady going up, you know what I mean? The value every year. You know what I mean?
So and then with you guys, when you get the old school, the tags got the old school.
The historical plate, yeah, the historical plate.
So you never had to go back to Secretary of State and get that renewed?
Every 10 years.
Every 10 years.
10 years.
Every 10 years. And the car have to be a classic, which means
you gotta be 25 years older.
Oh, that's what's up.
25 years older, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta win it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I just did it, bro. You go to my house right now. I got 2 paper tags waiting on my plate to come in.
Right.
On both of on the old one and the drop. You know what I mean? I got a 71 and 72 waiting for my time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. So have you got that old school dream car you always wanted yet? Or you working on it?
I want that Grand National, bro. Once I get that Grand National, that's icing on the cake.
That Grand National, that must sound like a bumblebee coming through.
Yeah.
It sounds like a bumblebee.
It ain't the fastest on the street, but it's one of the prettiest, bro. You pull up in that Grand National. You can pull up in that Grand National, and the cat can pull up in that Hellcat.
Right.
You're gonna acknowledge the Hellcat because it's a cat. You know what I mean? But man, somebody pull up in that Grand National with T-tops, you're gonna be like,
oh yeah,
who was that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's just how it goes, bro. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are some of your other hobbies, man, outside of fixing on your car?
Like I said, I work on houses. I do houses, bro. I do dogs. I sell car parts. I'm all over with it.
What's the name of your kennel?
Black Mitten Kennel. You know what I mean? Okay. I got tan Corsos. I got Rottweilers. You know what I mean? Frenchies. Bullies, it's whatever, man. To make $1, I'm trying to do it.
That's what I'm I was just talking to him, man. Tell my viewers out there, man, the first time you learned about entrepreneurship,
man. I was a kid, man. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, my first hustle, it might wasn't the right hustle, but it wasn't really wrong, but it was, you know what I mean? I was addicted young. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, this probably was like I can't even really tell you the year, bro. But this was the Franken Move fundraiser. Remember how you would sell the candy?
Right.
Remember how you would sell the candy, and you know you would get the candy, but you would get the money first, but you would get the candy after, and then you go deliver it.
Oh, the Frankie Move fundraiser.
Man,
Okay.
I messed around and stole the whole pamphlet book. I wouldn't even sign up for it. So I did this for 2 summers, bro.
Right.
I go to each house, to the rich neighborhoods though. I went to the rich neighborhoods. You want to buy this candy? I take the money and never return the candy. You know what I mean? So that was my, you know what I mean? So that was my little jug early, you know what I mean? So I did that for 2 summers, bro, and it was some good profits in that. You know what I mean? I cut grass, whatever about money, bro, I'm gonna do it.
So I want you to talk to my viewers out there about saving money and the art of saving money, and why is it so important to be able to save some money? When did you come to when did you realize and saved your first dollar where you say, okay, I'm gonna save this dollar for tomorrow because I need to do this?
I was young, bro. You know what I mean? I had that mentality just from my parents. You know what I mean? It's like you know what I mean? I know we on a whole different thing, so I can't really go into how I really want to go into. But yeah, like I said, I learned how to save at a very early young age. You know what I mean? It's you make it, you never spend it all. You gotta save something. You never know when it's gonna rain.
You never know
when
it's
what
gonna
I mean?
rain.
So yeah,
you gotta put something aside for the.
So I had that mentality very young, very young, man. So, yeah, the right way.
So when you dealing with your dogs, right? And I always wanted to be able to have dogs. Man, I done got bit several times about dogs. Honestly, I don't like to be around.
That's messed around with other people.
I don't like to be around them pit bulls. It's dangerous. So, but how messy of a job is it, man, when you taking care of that litter, man, and you having that litter?
Man, it's crazy, bro. Like everything I talk about is facts. I got a litter. I got puppies on the ground right now in the basement. You know what I mean? What, about a week old. You know what I mean? The mama still bleed. You know what I mean? You take her out the basement, take her out the cage. She going up the steps, just blood everywhere.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it ain't about just breeding dogs. You gotta really have that love. It gotta be in your heart. You know what I mean?
In your heart. You know, and I got a cousin, he really loves dogs. And shout out to my boy Psyching Off for Life, my cousin.
Yeah.
So, but with them dogs, how long you been breeding dogs?
Probably since I'll be 38 on the 7th, so probably since I was like 20.
Oh yeah.
It was steps I had to take.
That's always been a passion of yours, just like with the car.
Oh yeah. I come up from a family of dog breeders. You know what I mean? You go on Emerson, bro. Not to this day, 922 Emerson. Everybody know who that is if you from that area.
Yeah.
My uncle had the only red rock while on the east side.
Yeah.
Chum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he got from like 1960, bro. You can come from the basement all the way up to the 3rd floor. Nothing but trophies and ribbons.
What's up?
You know what I mean? So I come up as a little puppy, bro, around these dogs. So it just, you know what I mean? I got a green thumb too. I learned that from my grandma. My grandma ate off the garden, bro.
Right.
Longevity. She passed away at 86. Not a piece of cancer in it.
That's what's up.
You know what
so
I mean?
it seemed like, Green, man, that you really have been living out a lot of your dreams and a lot of your aspirations since you was young.
No doubt.
You know, and that's so good because a lot of people are not able to do that in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted you to tell my viewers out there, how are you able, man, to just tap into with them childhood inclinations, with those childhood fantasies and dreams that you had, and now as a grown man, you're able to bring it to life and you're able to make it manifest in your life.
I just go off for if you can dream, you can do it, bro. You know what I mean? Just like I tell my kids.
If you dream, you think it, you can do it.
You can do it, man. We all got the same 24 hours, man. Just like my son, bro. You know, we got little Matchbox cars. You know what I mean? I got the Matchbox cars that's real life of the cars that I got now.
Right.
So I show him, if you can play with this car and you can play with it and dream in your mind, you can turn that into reality, bro.
Right.
And I'm showing him. I'm not just telling him, I'm showing him. You know what I mean? So you can see these little cars that I got. I got 71 Monte Carlo, I got a 72 Cutlass.
Right.
Little metal cars. But then you go outside and you can see Daddy big cars. You know what I mean? So that ain't just telling you, that's showing you.
Yeah.
It can happen, bro. I can do it. Everybody else can do it too.
Yeah.
You know
got
what I
any
mean?
son?
Yeah. I got 1 son, 2 daughters.
Hey man, I know your son, man. I know he just have his little Matchbox cars, man, just following you the same style.
No doubt about it. Well, and it's crazy, bro, because my mama, she be like, you know what I mean? I know when your son gets 17, 18, you gonna give him this car. No, I'm not. You know what I mean? Cause you give a kid a car that's already done, they don't appreciate it.
Right.
If you get good grades, we'll get you a project, and that's where we'll build.
Right.
So by you knowing that you building, you got to work, you got to struggle, you got to put in time and hours for this, you're gonna appreciate it.
Right.
But if I give it to you, that's just like you be a 15-year-old kid. You know what I mean? If you come from a golden spoon, your daddy put $250,000 in your pocket, what you gonna do?
Exactly.
What you gonna do? You gonna blow it. You know what I mean? But
if you ain't had to earn it.
But if you come from the streets and you know the struggle, you know what I mean? You had to go without. You gonna take that $250,000. You might turn it into $2 million. You know what I mean? So you gotta have that mentality,
bro. Because you know the value
bro.
of a dollar. You know, once you learn
and I know that value of a dollar. You better believe that. You know what I mean? I come from very humble beginnings, but I'm still humble to this day.
Right.
I give you a shirt off my back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody know that.
You know, and every time I see you, man, you got a smile on your face.
I'm always smiling, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'll never see you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't wear nothing on your sleeve.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
no.
Man, what it is that keep you?
I could be going through something, bro. You will never know it. You know what I mean? I just try to motivate other people, bro.
That's what's up.
Like they see me pull out one of the nicest cars in Saginaw, bro. You can do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people jump my inbox to this day. Bro, what you know what I mean? What you doing? How you do that? Bro, you can do it too.
You can do it too.
I'll help you for free.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll show you. You know what I mean? It ain't that you can't do it. You might not know the first steps to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just told you, bro, like when you build a house, you start with that foundation first.
Right. And then, so you start the foundation of the body, which is the body.
Yeah.
Then you move
The
up
frame,
and go
the
to
frame,
the frame. Okay, so when do you get to the engine?
And I started with the frame first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do the body. But in the process that I'm doing the body, I'm doing the motor too.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta do the motor, the tranny, and the rear end.
Right.
Everything is like peanut butter and jelly, but you gotta put that jelly on this.
Yeah, right.
You gotta put that peanut butter on this.
Yeah.
On the, you know what I mean? Then you put that bread together.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Then it's time to eat, bro. You know what I mean? But like I said, I do it, bro, and I always post.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like my mom, she tell me, she get mad to me. Like, son, you know the niggas don't woo. They, you know what I mean? They jealous, they envy, they. I ain't, you know what I mean?
Right,
I
but
stay
it's
out
not
the
to
way.
make nobody jealous. You just showing them,
It's motivation, bro. It's motivation because if you around positive energy,
right,
you gonna feed off it
right.
too. Just like you go down to the A. So by you going down to the A, you seeing big dogs with money. You like, damn, I want to brush shoulders with you. I want to breathe on you.
Exactly.
You can rub off on me.
Yeah.
But then if you meet a cat that's always negative.
Mm-hmm.
That negative energy is terrible, bro. You know what I mean? You might fall into the slump.
Yeah.
Because your man's negative.
So
I'm gonna be around that paper.
How important it is for us to watch our association as far as where, you know, we have to be careful, real discreet about people we're around with that negative energy. How important it is for us to be around, associate with good and positive and influential energy.
I think you might be like me, bro. If I'm around somebody and I'm getting like a negative vibe and a negative energy, I'm gonna try to redirect your mentality to being positive. And if I see you ain't really the budge, or I'm be like, I might not even say that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? My action is gonna tell you, gonna be like, damn, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Dog went left.
Exactly.
That's all I can do, bro.
And to my viewers out there, you have to be careful and you have to be real discreet about the energy that you keep around you, because it can dictate your whole day, dictate your mood, and sometimes in certain people's lives, it dictate the rest of their life if you let it. So we want to keep positive energy around us. We want to keep people around us that keep us going. You know what I'm saying? We want to have people like Kareem in our life that teach us things that we don't know. He worked on old schools. This is his passion. He breeds dogs. So this is a guy that's willing to share the information with us as long as we reach out to him. But we have to start opening our minds, because like I say, for us to get to where we're going in life, this big chain, the links are the people. The people is going to get us where we need to go. And as long as we have enough confidence in ourselves and we start opening our minds and we start talking to people and we start, being inquisitive about what they're doing, how they're doing it, then that's able to help us. So at the end of the day, Rain, you on Instagram?
I'm old school, bro. I'm
You
on
on
Facebook. I ain't got no Snap, no Instagram, no Twitter, nothing. I'm on Facebook.
What can my fans, what my viewers can tap in with you? Because you know this for YouTube.
I'm on Facebook. Kareem Shuttlesworth. You know what I mean? You gonna get everything. You gonna see everything but scuba diving and bungee jumping. Everything else, you know what I mean? Everything else is a go. You gonna see it. You know
so
what
you
I mean?
got a litter. So you got a litter right now. So
Cane Corso.
Cane Corso. Oh damn.
Italian bull, man. So
and
I got a rock roller and I got a bully. I'm ready to go on heat.
So you selling them?
Yeah, everything for sale. Yeah.
Okay, and what you selling them for?
1,500, 2,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Some small, some light. You know what I mean?
So as you looking into the future, as you looking to a Ream old school auto shop, or you know, selling cars, anything, what the?
It's whatever, man. You know what I mean? It ain't in my mind right now, man. But you know what I mean? I really think about a food truck.
Food truck.
You know what I mean? Let my baby do her thing. Okay. You know what I mean? So
would you sell the old school? Would you sell the old school? When you put it together?
Yeah.
Did somebody come through and cash you out for it?
No, probably not.
Priceless. Right. So he's saying that's priceless.
No, but for the right price, anything for sale.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They come with that bag. Anything for sale.
Yeah, and he telling y'all he putting it together from the rooter to the tutor. You know
I did it with the red thing. You know what I mean? That was about 13 years ago.
Yeah. So. Man, so we want to give a shout out to Reem, man, for coming through, you know what I'm saying, tapping in with us.
Man, bro, the whole time the camera on that side, huh? I'm looking at the screen, the camera right there.
Listen, we got you all day.
My man.
So, man, you want to leave my viewers out there with some last words, man? Give them something to move forward with in life, man.
Just keep going. If you can dream it, you can make it happen. You know what I mean? Get off your feet every day and just keep on going. You're going to eventually get there. You know what I mean?
There you go, man. And like I say, we better together than separated. This is another edition of YatlifeChronicles. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in.
Always remember, slow and steady wins the race. It ain't who can get there the fastest. Slow and steady gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? Sometimes you trick yourself trying to move too fast. You hurt yourself just as fast. You know what I mean? No doubt about it.
So, you know, we gotta have patience. You know, patience is a real virtue. You know, everything is not gonna come to you overnight. It's not gonna, you know, everybody looking for instant gratification right now. We gotta have delayed gratification. We gotta show some type of patience. Anything worthwhile is not gonna come to you overnight. You know, anything of value, you know.
And I ain't never had nothing come to me overnight. Like you said, each one of my cars, bro, I pull up. They be like, stop.
Right.
Man, you know what I mean? This didn't happen overnight, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? This was a lot of long nights of.
What's the longest it ever took you to put a car together?
Man, as a matter of fact, the one I'm about to bring out on the 7th, on the 7th, bro, it's 2.5 years. You know what I mean? But it's one of the
taking patience.
Yeah, it's one of the best boys in Saginaw.
And I know you've been eager to get it out. You know, just adamant about, you know, impatient. You know what I'm saying? But it takes time to put perfection together.
You gonna run through problems, bro. You know what I mean? Just like for instance today. The car done. Right. You know what I mean? I sent it to the shop in Bay City just to get my motor fine-tuned. It's running without a vacuum advance. My man called me. I'm trying to go to sleep, take a nap. I'm at work. Man called me. He's like, come get your car. I'm done with it. You need a flatbed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I called him ASAP. I'm like, what you mean I need a flatbed? I'm planning on going to get this, driving this home. You know what I mean? He like, man, the transmission. He like, we pulled it out. It won't even go in second, third gear.
Oh.
I'm like, it's part of the game, bro.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, just put it in the garage. Monday I come get it. I had to take it to the transmission shop anyway.
Yeah.
So now I gotta go to Discount Dave. Everybody know who Discount Dave is. You know what I mean? So it's part of the game, bro. You know what I mean? That's one of my struggles.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of people don't see that. Only thing they see is the big picture, bro. You know what I mean? I'm looking good. But you don't know what I went through to get here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a handful, bro. But I'm gonna make it happen. I'm still gonna smile, just like you said. You'll never know.
How many times you been in that position where you just wanted to give up, though? Just be like, man, I'm done with this car, man. It keep costing me money.
It happens.
It ain't never got to that point.
I done did it with the houses, the cars, and the dogs. You know what I mean? But one thing about keeping me going is because I know there is light at the end of that dark tunnel, bro. And that's with anything that we do in life. You know what I mean? So I keep going. I try to motivate others, bro. It be so many people jump my inbox. man, bro, you inspire me so much. You know what I mean? I pay attention to you. You know what I mean? They have in my inbox.
Yeah, inspired me. That's why I brought you to the show today, man.
It's like, man, bro, you inspire me from the father to the family, man, the husband, the car, the dog, everything.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I tell them? Bro, I do what you can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can help you. I can guide you and let you. You know what I mean? You can do that.
Just stay focused.
Stay focused. Bro. It can happen. You know what I mean? I had to come chop it with my man. He's solid, real, recognized, real. We here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey man, we want to thank Kareem, man, for coming out and sharing his words with us today, man, because he got a very beautiful mind, man, and we see that through his creations and everything that he's doing. You know, so we got an opportunity to sit down here and speak with him today. You know,
man,
we appreciate you coming through Y'all Life Chronicles, man.
Yeah.
And listen,
So we'll be back.
To my viewers out there, thank y'all for tapping in. Y'all can catch me on Instagram at YatlifeChronicles. Catch me on Facebook at 42 Yacht Life. And you can catch me on YouTube at YatlifeChronicles. This is another edition, Yacht Life Chronicles. We are better together than separated. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.